Wow. Incredible. Amanda Knox and Rafael Solicito, her boyfriend, are out of jail. Amanda Knox served just over 3 years in an Italian prison outside Perugia, Italy. And for the murder of Meredith Kircher in 2007, even though there was no physical evidence tying either Amanda Knox or Rafael Solicito to the actual murder of Meredith Kircher. Now, the only physical evidence on the crime, at the crime scene, including DNA, belonged to Rudy Goudet, who's now in prison, but had actually pointed the finger at both Knox and Solicito and had his sentence reduced from 30 years to 16 years. He's still in prison. What does this say? It says basically that, first of all, the Italian justice system doesn't work, and it works. Because, and you should read Nathaniel Rich's excellent article in Rolling Stone about this entire matter, leading, well, of course, not to this day, because her release was just announced approximately an hour and a half ago, just less. But the bottom line is, Rich explains in excruciating detail how the Italian justice system screwed up and came to the conclusion that Amanda Knox basically killed Kircher. What the Italian justice system really is guilty of is mischaracterizing a 24-year-old woman as a kind of a sexual femme fatale, typical American, over-sexualized, white, middle-class girl. To underscore my point, Amanda Knox is accused of being involved in some sort of sadistic, satanic sex ritual. But there's no real evidence to point to that at all. There's evidence to point to Rudy Goudet's entering Kircher's apartment, being there, getting caught, trying to silence Kircher, and eventually killing her. That's sort of the missing piece there, but the evidence points to that. Amanda Knox, in truth, from reading about her, is really an innocent who has no idea of how the justice system works or the bad intents that many people in the justice system have that come about from just doing their job, like, for example, prosecutors. She doesn't know that when you deal with these people in situations like that, they mean one thing, and that's generally not good for you. And that's why it's a good idea to have, what, as they say, lawyer up. Amanda was naive to all that. She was what many describe her as book smart. And that naivety got her into trouble. Plus, the fact that, well, the fact by description that she tends to trust anybody, regardless of race, class, creed, color, whatever. Good for her. Hopefully, she remains that way with that important touch of critical thinking about people and their intentions. But the bottom line is, it's over. Foxy Knoxy is out of jail, as she was called in the 8th grade, and as the New York Post has called her today, and the Times and other newspapers. And really, I just really have to say, you know, bravo for America, and I'll explain why. Because that was really America on trial. It was American class and type and way of life and you know, so yeah, racism against white girls, to be honest, that I saw from the beginning. And you say, hey, they're really attacking her because she's American, in a sense. And if you read the Rolling Stone, you'll agree with me. I really, really hold to that view. I'm glad she's out. She's on her way back to Seattle, well, eventually by tomorrow. And good.